and they start running through scenarios where if different people that bank with them start to buy gold or silver, the numbers are astronomical as to where it could take physical gold and silver, and this would be a strong negative, Harold, for people that are short precious metals in the paper markets. And that's something that we're starting to hear a lot more of, and that is paper markets versus the physical markets. And there's a day of reckoning for those that are in the paper markets. As a result, you want to be in physical precious metals. And obviously, we believe there is a squeeze that's coming. You can read about it from Eric Sprott, also in the King World News article in our newsletter, and get more information. It could be a setup for an explosion in gold and silver prices.
You better believe it. Again, Randy, that is something that we've been conscious of and talked about a lot. And again, when these short sellers, and it's caught them, several times, but you don't know how much money they make when they're actually shorting that market. The $16 drop that we saw, last month was devastating. And again, the market's coming right back up again. So I believe that these guys are going to get caught. They're smug. They think that they're above the law. And basically, when they short these markets, all they need is a situation similar to what we saw when silver went from 17 to 50. Now, what I did notice, though, is that where we did have a large short position in May, the position has dropped off substantially. So, again, as we're heading into the seasonal trades, and you brought that up earlier today, the fact is that May and June are two of the worst months for silver and gold. But we're heading into July, August, September, which are three very strong months. November is a weak month, it's about neutral, and then December is very strong again. So, again, we've weathered most of the storm. Again, we were concerned last week because we could have seen it break $32 and possibly taken a quick drop to 30 or 28. But again, if we get a break above $38 this week, I think that negates it, and it's going to catch a lot of people short, and they're going to get their heads handed to them because, again, we know how fast the silver market can run.
One of the things they bring up in this article, and it is a must-read, we have it in the newsletter, they say the impact on the price of silver will be very pronounced. Silver is a much smaller market and already in tight supply, so if just 1% of the Agriculture Bank of China customers buy 500 ounces of silver, that would require 1.6 billion ounces of silver, and that would be a massive squeeze on the shorts. What they're saying is that Chinese banking customers will have access to precious metals, and it's going to put a major squeeze on the shorts. Must-read information in our newsletter. To get the newsletter, to invest in precious metals, learn more, telephone number 1-866-623-2002, the website www.pmc.com, diamonds, rarecoloreddiamonds.com, telephone number 1-800-432-1022. One thing I wanted to get to quickly before the end of the show, Portugal, the government bond rating agency cut to junk by Moody's. Also, they were getting a bailout in Greece. The S&P warns that actually the bailout is a default. And then you add to it, Harold, them negotiating this weekend on the debt ceiling in the United States, and they can't seem to get anything done there. Lots of financial landmines out there. We have about 30 seconds left. But it's a time, as we saw with the job numbers today, it's a time to be very aware of where your money is. Keep an eye on it. Make sure it's conservatively managed because a lot of landmines out there.
You bet. It is very, very frightening. It's really getting into the crunch of it. The next few years are going to be very, very difficult for most people. All we want is to make sure is the listeners of our show not only get through this, but we make some money. And again, we're on the right track. We're doing extremely well. But the next 5 years are our chance to make a fortune in the markets.
Thank you, Harold.
It's my pleasure. I wish everybody a wonderful weekend and a profitable day.
Speak with Harold about diamonds at rarecoloreddiamonds.com. Get the diamond section of the newsletter from Harold, that article from Bloomberg about a high net worth individual getting involved in diamonds. The telephone number 1-800-432-1022 to invest in precious metals. Only one company Harold recommends, Worldwide Precious Metals. Their website, www.pmc.com. The telephone number 1-866-623-2002. That's it. Another edition of the World Financial Report on radio with Harold Siegel and me, Randy Marshall. We will talk to you next week.